welcome you to this lesson. My name still is Jackson Tumwesije. Now I'm taking you through finding the reciprocal. Sometimes we call it multiplicative inverse. Here, when 1 is divided by a number, you get its reciprocal. We can as well call it the multiplicative inverse. Examples. Find the reciprocals of the following. If you can say, one can say find the reciprocal, another one can say find the multiplicative inverse. Still it is the same thing. What you do in the first method, we have two methods. In the first method, you just have 1 divided by 5. Now, this 5, you will make it a fraction. You say, you just divide it by 1 to make 5 a fraction. In the next step, you will change the sign and get the reciprocal. Just turn it upside down. 5 goes down, then 1 goes up. So we shall say 1 multiplied by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So the reciprocal, it will be 1 up, then 5 down. That is 1 out of 5. And finally, 1 times 1 is 1 out of 5. So this is the reciprocal. Then another one can facilitate it. You say, let the reciprocal be m. So when you get 5, when you get m times 5, when you get m times 5 is equal to 1. A reciprocal times a number times its reciprocal, the product is 1. So we shall say m times 5, that is 5m, is equal to 1. Divide both sides by 5 such that you can remain with 1. Divide both sides by 5. So by 5 is 1, by 5 is 1. We have m is equal to 1 out of 5. This is the second method. When you are finding reciprocal, you can use this. You can as well use this one. Part B still, when I start with this first one, it is all about saying 1 divided by 2 out of 3. If it is 2 out of 3, shall in the next step, we'll just say 1, change the sign, and get the reciprocal. The reciprocal, 3 goes up, 2 goes down. So just change the sign, multiplied by 3 out of 2. Here we shall have 1 times 3, that is 3, then out of 2. So this is the reciprocal of 2/3. Then in this method here, in the method 2, that's saying let the reciprocal be y. So when you get y multiplied by 2/3, the result is 1. That is y multiplied by 2/3, the result is 1. So you just get y times 2, that is 2y out of 3 is equal to 1. So to remove this fraction, this 3 is multiplied on both sides. That is to say, multiply it by 3, multiply it by 3. So by 3, 1, by 3, 1. Just remain with the 2y giving us 3. So just remain with the unknown by dividing 2 on both sides. Divide it by 2, divide it by 2. By 2, 1, by 2, 1. Y is equal to 3 out of 2. So this is the first method, and then this one is the second method. So you can just choose the best you can go with. When we come to this one, we shall have still, when I go by the first one, that is 1 divided by 3 whole number and 2/5. Now in the next step is changing this fraction. This is a mixed fraction. Change it to an improper fraction. When you change this one to an improper fraction, we shall have 1 divided by 3 times 5 times 3, 15 plus 2, 17 out of 5. So in the next step, change the sign and get the reciprocal. The reciprocal, you just turn it upside down. 17 goes down, 5 comes up. That is 1 multiplied by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So it will be 5 out of 17. Here we shall have 1 times 5, that is 5 out of 17. Still with the same thing, one can use this method and you come up with the answer. Thank you for attending the lesson.